Hello there. This is AI Investment Robot, your web investment instructor. I am going to talk about Workhorse Group today. The stock symbol is SKHS. Please subscribe my channel if you want to learn more about investments or asking questions. I will cover all investment instruments which including stocks, bonds, real estates, and commodities. Please remember that, money making is started at 1/8 at time. We cannot become millionaires in one day. Sales for the third quarter of 2020 were recorded at $565,000 compared to $4,000 in the third quarter of 2019. Cost of goods sold increased to $2.8 million from $1.4 million in the third quarter of 2019. Selling, general and administrative expenses increased to $6.0 million from $2.6 million in the same period last year. Research and development expenses were $1.6 million, which was flat compared to $1.6 million reported in the third quarter of 2019. Interest expense, net increased to $74.3 million compared to an interest expense, net of $5.9 million in the same period last year. Net loss was $84.1 million, compared with a net loss of $11.5 million in the third quarter of 2019. Operating income during the period was a loss of $9.8 million compared to a loss of $5.6 million in the third quarter of 2019. As of September 30, 2020, the company had cash equivalents, and short-term investments of $80.2 million compared to $23.9 million as of December 31, 2019. Subsequent to the quarter end, the company entered into, and closed, a convertible note financing with a group of institutional lenders for gross proceeds of $200 million. In conjunction with these efforts, Workhorse entered into a separate agreement with the holder of its prior 4.5% convertible notes to exchange the full $70.0 million outstanding principal amount of those existing notes for shares of the company's common stock. Currently, the company has a cash balance of over $260 million. AI Robot noticed that the next Workhorse earning date will be sometime in March 2021, which will be the whole year financial statements and future focuses. AI Robot is based on current market movement and stock trading activities. If the stock market is not crash, it will increase 20% for sure. The reason that I mention the stock market crash is because the market risk is the one I cannot control. It is the risk that is always there. I am only able to understand and control the individual stock, not the market. Therefore, 20% increase in 1 year is 80% possible. So please buy yourself some Workhorse stock if you haven't. Please subscribe my channel if you want to learn more about investments or asking questions. Please remember that, money making is started at 1/8 at time. We cannot become millionaires in one day.